name is Natalie Wunderlich. I've been looking forward to speaking with you about the mortician position. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Most people think of this occupation as a depressing job that you're just surrounded by the deceased all day, but I've always looked at it as a very rewarding job that is surrounded by the living, helping counseling, assisting them, listening to their needs. I've always thought that it is super important to say goodbye to a loved one in a special way and helping families grieve. I've always wanted to do that. I've been preparing for this for a really long time. I've watched embalming videos, studied each occupation in the field, talked to many different funeral directors, shadowed an owner of a funeral home who does almost everything, such as mortuary, sometimes as a coroner and funeral director. I would be perfect for this position because of my communication and listening skills. I can clearly communicate what options they have and listen to all the wishes of everyone and make sure that they're met. My empathy would also make me suitable for this position. I would care for everyone, sure to make the process a little more bearable while also being professional and strong emotionally. I lastly would contribute by having a strong stomach. It takes a strong individual to be able to withstand certain things such as smell, gore, different bodily functions. Communication is something that's very important in this industry, as well as being an active listener. Being a communication major and taking classes on public speaking, they've helped me be a better communicator in everyday life. I've also taken psychology classes that help me understand people. It would benefit me to understand how people think, the process that they go through in grieving. I've also learned in my classes, in psychology classes, about listening and how important it is for this job. It's super important to listen, comprehend what the families want for the loved one, how they want the funeral to go, what they want their loved one to be buried in, and small details like that that really matter. Being in a sorority has helped me master these qualities. I would have to set up functions, pay attention to the details, setting up parties, sisterhoods, and this would all benefit me as being a mortician / funeral director. I've also worked in the customer service industry, which is something that gave me a lot of experience working with different people, and it's pretty much all about communicating and active listening in that job. According to the New York Times in 1971, one of the best classes to take to be a successful caretaker is psychology. A huge part of the job is serving the living, which is where psychology classes come into play. Something that goes along with communicating and listening to families is the empathy that you feel towards them, understanding what they're going through, caring about them and their needs is something that I would do very well. I care deeply for people, and I'm very empathetic. Although I care and want to help, I also am a very emotionally strong person and would never be crippled by sadness. I hold my composure well and have been around dying and sick people all my life. I was exposed to it through my mom's job and how to handle situations like it. She worked for hospice, so I would always go and help her and do little small things, so that has definitely helped me. I also ended up getting a job at an assisted living that I worked at for a little while, and it helped me get closer to patients. It helped me work closer to the families. I did small things like working in the kitchen, doing laundry, just helping out. Gave me practice around families that are going through hard times, seeing death and how different families react and what they need. And this gave me experience that would benefit me in becoming a mortician. According to a Harvard article in 2018, mortuary workers without coping mechanisms and experience are at a higher risk of PTSD. So I've had lots of experience at a young age, and I've been around caregivers since I was young, and I've learned coping mechanisms along the way, which would help benefit me a lot for this job. In addition to my people skills, by communicating well, caring for others, I would also be good for the job because I have a strong stomach. This is something that's very important considering you're doing things that would make most people very squeamish. I've been prepared and know that I have a strong stomach for the job for a while. I've been around things like this from my mom working at hospice, me having a job in assisted living, shadowing mortician. I've worked with bodily fluids that I've had to clean up and disinfect. I've seen open sores that I had to help bandage, and many other things like that. I've seen a lot, and I've been able to handle all of it. Seeing the embalming process also ensures that I'll be able to do it and have a strong enough stomach for it. Being around the smell, seeing someone cut through flesh, seeing bodily functions, just pretty much showed that I have a strong enough stomach for the job. Taking classes on communication and understanding the human mind from psychology has helped me master the important skills of communicating, listening. Working with my mom and our hospice job at an early age helped me emotionally be strong, also very empathetic and caring. And working in assisted living and shadowing at a funeral home has showed me that I have a strong stomach and can endure the job of being a mortician. All of these skills are very important and set me aside from others, and this is why I think I would be perfect for the job. Thank you for listening and hearing why I'd be good for the job. Thank you.